Hello everyone from Chelsea Fan TV. I hope you're all doing very well. Well, we lost 2-0, so probably not. Brentford 2-0. What's your name, mate? And what did you think about what you saw?
Yeah, I'm Jermaine. That game after the Arsenal game last week. I mean, we don't usually bounce back from when we, have a draw or a loss after going on a short run. It was only 2 games, but of 2 wins. But that was quite. It was still unexpected, When we come up against low blocks, we can't break them down. In that first half, we had a few good chances. I thought, okay, it was looking a bit promising. But the second half wasn't good enough. The attack was flat. And how many shots on goal did we have the second half? It didn't seem like too many to me. Second half just was not good enough. We lacked the cutting edge, and we just let them score on the counter attack. It was just a lapses in concentration again. It kills us every week, it seems, at this point.
100%. I mean, Ash. I remember your name. For me, I thought we were in control in the first half, but as soon as Brentford got the goal, they were in control. Would you agree with that assessment?
We lost tonight 2-0 trying. 1-0 we went down. It was tough. It was coming. It was the traditional of this year Chelsea. We pressed, we done everything right, but nothing was spectacular. It was tough because at half time I wanted Sassy to come off, but not because he played bad. On that right side you had Madueke on his own. Left side you had Cucurella overlapping Sterling. Sterling had an option. He pushed into Jackson or he pushed into Cucurella. Or he had the one-on-one in between himself. Madueke was on his own. Sassy had to go off. Not because he played well, because how Brentford lined up. Gusto or James had to come on at half-time. They left it late. We went 1-0 down, it was too late.
Did you think it was a bit strange leaving Gusto on the bench? I mean, James obviously makes sense, but Gusto's fair.
Yeah, so I was here at 9:30, 10 o'clock. I saw an air ambulance here. Enzo was dropped due to a baby last night. Yes, okay. Hamstring injury or muscle injury, whatever Poch wants to pursue it as. But I've heard talks in the pubs, on the walk to the ground, that Mudryk was the ambulance, was the air ambulance. Do you know what I mean? You've got, 200, 300, 400 personnel in the stadium, chefs, waitresses, for your starting 11 to be air ambulanced, it didn't sit right with me. Apparently it was Mudryk. He wasn't even in the starting 11. He wasn't even on the sub bench. It was strange. And Madueke, who Poch isn't arguably a fan of, due to his antics in the London nightclubs, which we all know about, but it was weird. But Madueke in a white shirt, England shirt under 21s, he's getting 2 assists, he's getting goals, he's getting shots on target. I rate the guy. It's hard to take in when he was doing that in the summer, when we get Palmer in and he was looked at as a right winger, what we doing? It was tough. But I feel Palmer was dropping too deep. I thought Gallagher had a good game. He always does. It's really tough. As a Chelsea shirt, we want the best. We're looking at £100 million signings. We are. But for Gallagher to come through Cobham and to come through where he was, he'd done a stint at Palace, and to put in a blue shirt, he's still... There was 2 people that fought for the shirt tonight, Silva and Gallagher. It was. They fought for the shirt. Sterling was playing well, but he never chased that ball. There was balls going through to him. He didn't push, he didn't press. Jackson in pre-season, that's the only time I've seen Jackson. It's the only way I can talk about Jackson. Jackson was on the lace of the last defender. In Premier League, he's above it. Why? We played 4-2-3-1 in pre-season. We won 4 out of, I think we won 4, we draw 1, I believe. We're going to the Premier League, we started with 5-back. Why?
That makes sense.
Why? Okay, we've got difficulties in injuries. I get that. But as a manager, I'm not pressing Pop. Poch, I like him. His history talks about himself. Levi Colwell looked comfortable at centre-back tonight. Disasi did not look comfortable at right-back. You can't have two right-backs on the bench.
No, that's absolutely true. I mean, James, I've seen you over the years, actually. I remember coming to the fan camps, that's where we first met. How do you think that Chelsea are faring at the moment under Bowley and Pochettino, and do you believe in the process like some fans do, or are you on the complete other side where you say, well, this isn't Chelsea, and you wish that we had the old regime back in that way, and we didn't accept these results, we weren't patient?
I mean, the old regime was all good fun, wasn't it? I mean, I think now we have got to look at it in a different way. I am a believer in the process. Well, I certainly am now. I think Pochettino has got the credentials to do what we are wanting him to do. I mean, under last season with Potter, I had a lot more reservations because of the fact that he was still very new to a club of this size. So with Pochettino, I'm still comfortable. And I also know that because we've had a lot of injuries, I'm not going to be judging Pochettino this season. I'm quite happy to give him a free hit this season. Next season is a different story, because I think we do need to, because we have got to remember that we signed a lot. We've basically replaced the whole squad within 2 transfer windows.
Not just the squad, the management, everything.
Yeah. And the thing is that needs to gel. And Pochettino, especially when he starts to get his players back from injuries, where it's the Nkunku's, all of them lot, then he needs to establish who his best team is as well before we can really sort of kick on and get a bit of a rhythm going. So this season in particular, I'm not expecting too much. I'm not expecting top 4, top 5. I'm expecting at maximum maybe 7th place at a max, because I think we've got to be realistic about it, especially with the injuries. Yeah. Next season, I think then we can expect a little bit more. As long as there's gradual progress, then I'm happy with it. Yeah.
It's got to be. You can't support this process in the £1 million we spent to say you're not the right man. Yes, you are the right man. It's been supported. You've had a semi-final in Champions League. All right, Chelsea heritage, probably we want finals. We want the Tuchels. We want the Simones. But no, Poch is proven. He's done it. It is.
He's an established manager. We've got to back Poch. We've got to give Poch time. How can we go through another manager when we've got someone proven like Poch? The squad is young. Yes, you've got to give the squad time, but we need results. We also need results in the here and now. And you look at the games that we played against Brighton and Fulham, I thought we really started to turn a corner then. And now all of a sudden the players have gone into their shells and sort of dropped down in confidence. And today we were playing, every time we looked like we were going forward into the final third, we were playing sideways. Sideways. How are you expected to create chances if you're going sideways here, sideways there, and not going through the middle?
I mean, if I'm not wrong, I overheard. Did you come all the way from Australia?
I came from Sydney. I literally flew in 2 days ago, and I came to the match today expecting us to get a good result, and it's more of the same. It's more of the same that we've seen. And you want to trust this young squad and believe in this young squad. You want to give them time, but you also need results in the here and now.
Yeah, I mean, I would love to say now you know how I feel, but I only travel about an hour and a half to get here. So,
and we can also state that he hasn't come here for the Rugby World Final.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Just saying.
But I mean, yeah, just to sort of cap it out. I mean, generally, are you guys? Do you believe in what you're seeing, and how much time does Poch need to actually get it right? Let's just have a nice quick answer from each.
I mean, I'll give him at least this season. We should not sack Poch this season. I think at a minimum we need to give him time. I know we say that a lot, but time will tell. It's another case of that. And give it to the end of the season, and we'll see what happens.
I don't want to judge Pochettino until he's got all his players back from injury, because I feel like a lot of the players that are out at the minute are some of our most key players. So I feel like he needs time to at least sort of establish something. Once we've got our players back, then I'll look at it a little bit more. But I think for now, I'm rolling with it. I'm content.
I like it.
Yeah, we've just got to back Poch. Poch is here. Poch is here for the long run. We can't go through another manager. We can't have a repeat of what happened with Graham Potter. We don't. If we want to be up there with City and Arsenal and Tottenham even, I really hate to be saying this about Tottenham, but if we want to be up there with them, we have to trust in Pochettino and what he's building and what he's doing with this young squad. Yes, it's going to take a while because they're so young, but we've just got to trust the process.
Yeah. Poch hasn't started with his first 11. And we've all got to be in agreement of that. 12 months, we'll be fine. Klopp never won anything in his first year. And they've taken time. We've got time on our hands. We've got to trust him. We've got to push it.